A farmer is preparing to plant a crop in the spring and needs to fertilize a field. There are two brands of fertilizer to choose from, Supergrow and Crop Quick. Each brand yields a specific amount of nitrogen and phosphate. Okay, so here we have our table. We've got nitrogen and phosphate, Supergrow, and Crop Quick. So Supergrow gives 2 pounds of nitrogen in a bag. Crop Quick gives 4 pounds of nitrogen in a bag. Supergrow has 4 pounds of phosphate. Crop Quick has 3 pounds of phosphate. The farmer's field requires at least 16 pounds of nitrogen and at least 24 pounds of phosphate. And Supergrow is $6 and Crop Quick is $3. The farmer wants to know how many bags of each. Okay, how many tells us your decision variables. So X1 is the number of bags of Supergrow. X2 is the number of bags of Crop Quick to buy. Okay, it said in order to minimize cost, so that's our objective. X1 costs $6 a bag and X2 is $3 a bag. So our cost would be $6 times the number of bags of X1 plus $3 times the number of bags of X2. Okay, so for our nitrogen, how much nitrogen do we get? We get 2 from X1 and 4 from X2. Okay, and it said at least 16. Our second constraint is phosphate. Okay, how much phosphate do we get? We get 4 from X1 and we get 3 from X2. Okay, and it said at least 24. And we always need our X1, X2 greater than 0. Okay, so to graph the nitrogen constraint, X1 equals 0 gives us 4X2 equals 16. Divide X2 equals 4. When you let X2 equal 0, you get 2X1 equals 16. Divide X1 equals 8. Okay, so there's our 2 points for nitrogen. Do the same thing for phosphate. When you let X1 equal 0, you get 3X2 equals 24. Divide X2 equals 8. So 0, 8. Now plug in 0 for X2. You get 4X1 equals 24. Divide, you get X1 equals 6. So 6, 0 is our other point. Okay, so when we graph, okay, this is 0, 4. This is 6, 0. Okay, so 0, 4, and 8, 0. So this line right here is our nitrogen. For phosphate, we had 8, 0, and 6, no, sorry, that's 0, 8. This is 0, 8, and 6, 0. Okay, so that's the blue line is our phosphate. Okay, so shade above, shade to the right, because the constraint said greater than. Okay, so you shade to the right. What got shaded twice? Okay, let's see what got shaded twice. This area right here was shaded in yellow and in green. Okay, so everything in this section right here. Okay, so we need our 3 points. So we have 0, 8 and 8, 0. We need this middle point, which is where the two lines intersect. So we find our intersection, multiply the top equation by -2. So we get minus 4x1 minus 8x2 equals minus 32. So we get x2 equals 1.6. Now plug in 1.6 for x2. 4 times 1.6 is 6.4. Subtract on both sides and divide by 2. We get x1 equals 4.8. Okay, so those are our 3 equations, our 3 points. We plug into our equation for cost. That's our cost equation. And the lowest cost is point A, which is 0 bags of Super Grow and 8 bags of Crop Quick. And that is the solution because it has the lowest cost. And that's the end of our lesson.